like they have a bus that they can take people places.
It's Alan.
It's Alan.
How you doing, Mom? Oh, trying to get adjusted to new surroundings, new ways, and
I'll tell you what, though, this is really nice, Grandma.
oh, it is.
It really is nice.
It's nice. Just look what I got behind there. I
Boy,
got a
you got a little
microwave.
kitchen here.
Hey, today to take me up to the house. There's some things up there yet that.
Tell Jim for the camera what they're gonna do. Tell him again what you just said, so we can get it on the camera.
They're going to take it to the dining room and they're going to have a bridal party out there. And they're taking them over there and then she's going to take me over. So she but me. No, she said, I'm coming over here and I'm going to get you and I'm taking you out to that party.
Yeah. And that's because it's your anniversary?
What?
It's because your anniversary? Did you say?
This is the day we get married.
Oh, that's your wedding picture.
Yeah, it's my wedding picture.
And she wants to
and
take the
that was
wedding
my
picture.
50th anniversary.
Uh-huh.
This was one time Orville Keim took that picture of me and Dad there. Then,
How long ago was that?
Oh, I don't know. That picture clear at the top is my family, my dad, and they're all on there, but one sister had died.
Well, I remember seeing that picture at your house. It was in a different frame or something though, wasn't it?
Well, I have another pic by that. We had to buy this. I couldn't bring my double bed down. There was too much. And I wanted a bookcase headboard. So handy at night.
It is. It would have been a bit crowded. You could have done it, but you wouldn't have been able to get your other stuff in here too.
Helen had just called me a bit ago and she said, you can expect, I think you can expect Jim and Alan or Paul, whichever. I said Alan, but
well, Becky told us that Helen was at the funeral, but we didn't see her.
yeah, she was at the funeral.
Yeah, I didn't.
But she left right away then. At that time, they intended just to take me up to the home and pick up some things that I have a lot of things to quilt with, and my nieces have never been married, two of them, and they do a lot of quilting and things like that, and I wanted to give it to them if they wanted.
Well, are you going to be able to go to your quilting parties that you've been going to?
Oh, no, I haven't been going for years.
Oh, haven't you really?
No.
Oh, I thought you still went all the
No.
time.
Well, this refrigerator works out pretty nice here. You've got a refrigerator in your room. And
Out for you.
Uh-huh.
Come
Well,
sit over here so Jim can take your picture. He said the light in there spoils
Oh.
the picture.
the girls, I had to get my hair done here. The girls wanted to do my hair. No, they said it had to get done here. And it's not at all to my liking.
Well, we won't tell anybody.
You won't, I don't
No.
care if you do.
Well, you're used to having the girls fix your hair. That's a difference.
Ooh. I said, I don't always have control, you need to know air. Oh, they said, that's like old people.
You don't have to be old. We had pork and beans at the meeting
you
today.
might have a problem. You
We'll
might be glad for us to leave.
We'll all toot together.
Did you hear about my latest great-grandson?
No. Who's that? Who's that?
I live out at Murraysville, and
Okay.
he works in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
He's got a great big place off of Murraysville. You drive back in. I don't know how many acres he had. He's got apple trees and cherry trees, and he's got a barn. And the road stops there. He don't go no further than his place.
Huh.
So that's what he wanted, peace and quiet.
Yeah.
But anyway, they had a daughter, and they were twins. The other baby died, so that this one lived. They were premature.
Oh.
And so they had this baby, and about 2 weeks ago, maybe I've been hearing about it, but I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear from Jeff's. But they're naming him Clayton Robert.
Is that right?
Yeah, they couldn't decide on a name, and somebody come up and said, we don't have a Clayton and we don't have a Robert.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
now Eric, one of Bob's boys, they're Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
She was, and of course he is too now.
Mm-hmm.
And their oldest child's name is Nicholas, but they don't want it called Nicholas, they want it called Nick.
Mm.
And I have been studying my head and studying what they call the youngest one. And so I don't know can't think what his name is, but he's just supposed to go by his nickname.
Oh.
Now some old-fashioned, old-time.
So do you think they'll call the baby Clayton or Robert or Bob or Clay or what?
I don't know.
That's really nice.
Well, you know, Clayton's getting to be a popular name again.
It is.
Yes, it is. I've heard other babies called Clayton.
I thought Robert Clayton would sound better than Clayton Robert.
Jody says that if they have a baby girl, it'll be Amanda.
Amanda.
Yeah, after your mother.
Yeah,
And if they have a boy, it'll be Eric.
yeah.
Brian's father's name is Frederick.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't want to call it Frederick, but they were thinking of calling it Eric. And spell it the same, E-R-I-C-K. But we only got about 5 weeks to wait.
Yeah,
And then we'll find out. We have an Eric or an Amanda.
Mm.
that would be, you know, I have to study what your children's names are sometimes, your girls.
Julie, Joyce, or
Julie.
Jody.
Jody's. You
Jody.
mean Jody.
That's right.
Yeah, I have to think of Jay's.
All J's.
Well, Grandma, it's like this. I'm not as old as you are, and I'll tell you what, I can think and think and think, and I still can't remember some people's
And
names.
you still can't think.
Yeah, so don't feel bad about that.
Don't have a lot to do with age, does it? You got a lot of people to remember.
Quite a few.
Oh, you know what? I left the pictures of the birthday party out in the car. I was gonna bring them in. We got some pretty good ones from your 100th birthday party.
Yeah.
But you know what we didn't get on the tape? We didn't get you saying your poem.
You didn't.
Now, could you say your poem again? You think you could remember it?
High up in the lonely mountains.
Yes. So get it so Jim can get it on the tape because we didn't get it.
I might get confused, and you know I used to say that at night so much. but I
Okay.
couldn't sing. High up in the lonely mountains, the Indians watched and waited. There were bears in the bush and wolves in the forest, and I and my path belated. The rain and the night together came down, and the wind came after, bending the props of the pine tree roof and snapping many a rafter. I crept along in the darkness, stunned and bruised and blinded, crept to a fir with thick-set boughs and a sheltering rock behind it. There, from the blowing and raining, crouching, I sought to hide me. Something rustled, 2 green eyes shone, and a wolf lay down beside me. There were 2 in the storm and the wind, I and the wolf together, side by side through the long dark night, hid from the awful weather. His wet fur pressed against him, each of us wounded the other. Each of us felt through the long dark night that man and beast were brother. And when the fallen forest no longer crashed in mourning, each of us went from our hiding place out in the wild Rick morning.
Okay.
Well, then the pastor was there. He was sitting right across from me. He wanted me to recite a poem the next day,
Oh.
up in front of all the church, and our church is pretty well filled. And, well, hello
Hi.
there.
Come on in.
Hi.
Hi. There you can see family.
Yeah.
How you
Down
been?
there, all right?
So
I'm
what-
getting proof positive that you come over.
I thought you were with the trip going west.
We
Well,
were going to, and then my father had to have bypass surgery, and then Jim's mother's brother Charles
Yeah.
passed on.
Well, I
So
didn't
that
think
just
I didn't think you were gonna
spoiled
get
it.
the word to him, to them. I thought they were.
well, if we hadn't been waylaid at our house waiting on her dad to come out of surgery, they'd have missed us.
Well,
So it worked out all right.
yeah.
Well, here, all the floods out there, aren't they, in the area where you
Yeah,
were
they-
going?
Well,
We'd
we've-
have gone over the bridge, and the bridges are real high because of the barges and things that go over.
What
We
bridge?
probably wouldn't have been
Mississippi
stopped.
and Iowa.
We'd have seen
Oh,
a
it's
lot of
flooded
water.
And I was
Oh, the road's
really
much
surprised when I opened the door. I thought, well, they're way far out west. I didn't see you. When did you get back?
We come in Monday,
We
yesterday.
never did go out. They
Well-
come to Indiana, that's as far as they got.
Oh,
So they come on back.
Well, we're checking out this
Thanks for the
place
flowers,
here.
Jenny.
it was pretty nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really nice.
I thought the girls would come today and they'd put fresh water on them. They were going to come and take me up to see if there's anything else up there I needed. I said, where would you put it?
Up where?
At the
Up in the
house.
farm, upstairs.
Where would you put it, she says. Well, there's a space right there.
A lot of space. in the
Yeah,
ceiling.
yeah.
Here's the bathroom, Jenny. That's a big bathroom.
Isn't that a nice bathroom?
I'd like to take a nice cold shower right now.
Well, yeah, it looks like you've got all the comforts of home.
I was
Yeah.
out playing volleyball again today.
So the next day, the pastor wanted me to recite a poem, and he took me right up down. I wasn't behind the pulpit. I stood down there, and he put a chair in front of me, and I got a hold of the chair with both my hands, and he held the mic, where I could speak easily. So I don't know what he thought he was going to get, whether I would recite the same poem. But it was Mother's Day, so I recited, "The woman was old and ragged and gray and bent with the chill of a winter's day. The street was wet with the recent snow. The woman's feet were aged and slow. She stood at the crossing and she waited long, alone, uncared for, amid the throng. Lest carriage wheels or horses' feet would crowd her down in the slippery street. At last came one of a merry group, the grayest flatty of all the troop. He paused beside her, and he whispered low, 'I'll help you across if you wish to go.' Her aged hand then on his strong young arm she placed, and so without hurt or harm, he guided the trembling feet along, proud that his own firm and strong. She's somebody's mother, boys, although she's old and aged and slow. But you feel well repaid for the good you've done when they thank you and say, 'God bless you, my son.'"
Okay.
All right.
So that's what you recited at church on.
I thought that was proper for Mother's Day.
I'll tell you what, Grandma, you got 2 poems longer than I've got.
Well, here one day I was up at Helen's, and she brought me some of the old readers out that
This is
Doris
new.
had. And I looked through it, and here was this poem. I called it "High Up in the Lonely Mountains." I corrected it that day.
Yeah,
It was an adventure.
yeah.
have a nice big closet there too, don't you? I didn't notice
Oh,
it.
yeah, just
Yeah, you got
clothes
it.
and that thing is so tight full too.
Oh, my.
Did you see the wardrobe? Boy, this is out.
Did they have the drapes up, or did you have to provide
They
those?
were there.
And here's the wardrobe behind it. There's the wardrobe out there, yeah.
We need your mailing address. Do we just mail it to Laurel View Village and,
I really don't know what they
Yes,
call
I know what it is. It's Laurelview Village, Box 400, Davidsville, PA, 15928.
box 400?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get a phone yet, Mom?
it. Yeah, I got two of them.
Did you get a number?
I used them both.
There's the one over there by the
Yeah, I
bed.
saw it.
Well,
Has it got a number on it, Charles?
I didn't.
I was over there when it rang, so I took that call. That's from Marion. I have something here you can write on. Make a-
Okay.
I got something here.
How about the piece of the paper?
Huh?
Just tear off a little corner of the paper?
Here,
Okay.
take the page out of here.
Did it have a number?
No?
Okay.
Says Laura, what's in Laurel?
Nothing
Laurel
here.
View.
You have a microwave. I don't know what a
Laurelview
telephone
Village.
number
P.O.
is.
Box
It's your
400, Davidsville. What was it?
15928.
28, okay.
Here, Carmen come to see me yesterday, and you have to go to the beauty shop. And I was out there on Monday.
Boy, you don't waste any time when you get here.
Well, the girls
Oops, sorry there.
don't know. The
But don't be
girls-
blaming it on the girls.
The girls wanted to do my hair,
Oh.
and my back, but they don't permit it.
Is that
They
right?
don't?
Here's where she keeps her cold beer.
Grandma. Haven't I told you to quit drinking? Cold beer.
Gotta open
The
the
other way,
side.
yeah.
They gotta correct
Said,
that.
Owen's gonna
That's
change it
that.
around so she can open it
That's
the other
nice.
way.
Yeah, Marion said that,
It is backwards, isn't it?
Do you mind if we come get the pictures now?
no.
Excuse me.
Just don't forget where you got them.
Hi, Mrs. Keim. We're gonna get her too, and take her to the wedding.
Oh, that'll be fine. Is that what the wedding
we're just-
dresses are for out there?
Yeah, we're having, it's a party, and it's sort of a wedding party. Oh, so I'm sorry, honey, I didn't.
I
see
told them, I said they can borrow anything but me, but they're determined to take me out there and show me off.
We're setting up now, so
We're gonna come and get your mother and take her to the
Well,
party.
I understand there's a party going on.
Yeah, there's gonna be
What a
a
great
party. We're gonna get her.
Right.
At the right, is there a number there?
No?
No, he said there's
Do you
no.
know what your number is?
Maybe they'll know it out at
No.
the desk.
No, I don't know what it is.
We'll get it out at the desk. Well, Grandma, we better go on. Alan has to get back to Ohio tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We promised that
I'm a
we.
counselor at a camp this week for junior high and high schoolers.
All right, Camp Harmony.
No, this is out.
I was
Out
gonna
in
say,
Ohio.
what are you
And,
talking about?
I've got to get out there. Oh, it'll be, a little bit late. I told them I roll in. And,
It's in Ohio.
I wanted to have a place, something here. I wanted to write down who was to visit me.
You ought to have a,
Guest
Yes,
book.
yes.
the girls ought to
Don't
get you
you?
a guest book. Tell Wow has one there, and he has everybody sign it.
otherwise, you just guess who comes in.
Yeah, a guest book, huh?
Yeah.